Wow. Okay, so I totally didn't hit the record button. And I feel like I'm doing this again, but it's all right. So I got called out by Candice and statements by Alex. I apparently I do masturbate too much, which could be a very good thing because with all the possessing of me and trying to MK Ultra me into all sorts of weird sexual things, uh, I turned out all right. But I do have some weaknesses too. People trying to use sex to manipulate me, and even having the ability to just say, uh, I'm going to go to the orgy, all right? And I'm just going to fucking fuck myself and leave is so empowering. Like, that is so much power right there. But yeah, I hear you, Candace. I also seem to be a Satan archetype as well. And I'm not trying to like battle religion, God, Satan. Satan seems to be the god of the solar system, and actually, like a galaxy or a constellation, a set of galaxies. It's not Source, but we're not also battling. It seems I think you're confusing the God of the Bible, which is a demon, or a group of demons, playing God, which I guess that's in a sense fair because you're all connected and you're all part of God experiencing itself. So you'd be like, okay, it's the worst part of God, but they like leave all that shit out. They're just like, no, we're only God. And that's why they have to brain damage and poison you all, so you remain disconnected. And Source doesn't want you on your knees and praying to no demon, cosplaying God in the Bible. All right, he wants you to find God within. All right, the higher state of consciousness, and you could connect for yourself. All right. So yeah, I don't think I think it's just easy, and it's the training because they did this in Rome too. They used the military to terrorize the world. They fucking poisoned the population through their products, food, water, and all that, and taught the population to attack their deities when they came to help, and looted their treasuries, and then fucking burnt it all down. And this is part of that training. Or I also am fair, and maybe there was some equipment, and there's all the CIA shit, military equipment, and they're trying to get me to fucking think that I'm a Satan. I'll give them that. I'll talk about that. All right. But I think what people refer to as Satan or the devil is just a bunch of demons. Actually, no one talks about Malak or Baal or that other fucking one. There's a few of them demons. No one ever fucking talks about. It's like a bunch of demons that are like, yeah, yeah, oh fucking Satan, he's a terrible one. You should everything that Satan is everything that we are. It's strange how that works out, but then when you find a Satan and he's not actually, evil and like that. I know, right? I'm a little weird and shit, but I got my sexual energy thing, I guess, but I'm not trying to. I'm not roofie possessing someone. I'm definitely not roofie sexually assaulting anyone. Things that happen to me and like people sucking my blood and shit when I'm like a fucking toddler, which I would have told someone like 2 years ago, like go fuck yourself. Oh, you think someone sucked my blood and scared me as a child? Fuck you. And now I'm like, oh shit, I was one of those kids. Fuck. But yeah, and then statements by Alex, she was like, talk about being celibate and sex, or sexual things, she's trying to keep her channel nice. I kind of annoy her, I guess. But she was like, talk about that, and no matter what your archetype is, and I heard that archetype stuff, and I was like, oh shit, she's talking about me. But yeah, shout out to you, Alex. Yeah, I really like that one. She could talk about this stuff. I like talk about it. That's why. That's another reason why I'm not joining a cult. Fuck, I want to talk about this stuff. And definitely call out the few people that have like done like horribly evil things to me, like that Jesuit witch family that kept having the Catholic church that I went to fucking roofie molest me and possess me, literally possess me. So wreak havoc on me and my family and shit, and keep me from love, and just really evil shit. And I deserve nice things. I haven't always been present. I'm kind of coming into presence. I popped in and out. Like there'll be a few moments when I was younger where like extreme exercise or dancing. I'd have a few moments where I could pop through, but mostly I was like on this autopilot, very yes man, very very easily manipulated. But I avoided like all these amazing traps too. And did I, come through the forest, without a scratch on my body? No, no. I have some problems, I guess. I drain a lot of my sexual energy when I could be using that to do better manifestations. Okay, I get it. It also feels like a little form of spiritual warfare because, I'm into a little bit of naughty stuff, right? But, not too much. All right. Maybe those are errors, but also like if I'm the greeter into hell and everything, like I think I can be a little naughty. But anyway, they want me to fucking breed with their women and shit, and I don't really feel like it. I'm poor. I'm not going to raise my child, poor. And have asked for $13.666 million to breed some of their women, so I could financially protect my child and be in my child's life. All right, and find a nice place somewhere, share it with past lovers and family of mine. Anyway, also, it's like no incentive because that just puts another piece on the board, like in Tron Legacy, and having access to my child, to put a gun to my child's head to try to manipulate me, is something I'm just not interested in. All right. So I seem to be here to help and everything. I'm not on BB's side or Israel's side or anything like that. I think we should find them a place like the Rothschild Island or the midsection of Florida. We got plenty of land here in America. I know they want to take over they got like, look, we wrote lies a long time ago. We maintained this bullshit for a long time. So y'all gotta fucking, follow through, type attitude. But y'all don't need to fucking buy that, You're all being very anti-Semitic, blowing up Jesus's people too. That's really fucked up. That is the Palestinians. And yeah, look how they fucking make you. So I fucking turned out really well. Yeah, I don't fucking like make my bed every day and do push-ups like the military trains into you, drills into you. But I have a whole bunch of bad habits because I like live most of my life fucking not present and just kind of observing, other people when stuff is happening in front of me. Occasionally, I'll pop through. Like my father was having a seizure at a restaurant, and I came through then. And then there was another time where just I had to react really quickly. But then people set shit up around town, and it's just like, and then I sense it, and it's like, oh my god, it's like, oh, we got this little scenario here. But anyway, I just wanted to say pretty much that yeah, I hope the light wins. Like I heard like Candice and the light will win. And it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not against all that. Like I don't think Satan is either. I think the Zionists have infiltrated so many things that y'all can't see straight. They have shitty Nazis. All right, they have fucking shitty Satanists. They have shitty Catholics. They have shitty Christians. They have shitty Mormons. All right, they have shitty Hindus. All right, they have fucking shitty Taiwanese. They have shitty Chinese. They have shitty Japanese. They have shitty Russians. All right, they have people in every stripe and color and creed, and they just do their fucking shit so they could discredit an entire group, and that's how it is a lot of times. So when you start seeing that pattern of behavior more, then you're like, oh well, like maybe this Satan shit is like Jesus was like a Satan spirit. I'm starting to think Jesus was a Satan spirit. Get me a fucking whip of thorns and I'll fucking throw the money changers out happily. That sounds like a lot of fun, you know. So yeah, Jesus lost his shit at times. I lose my shit at times too. Especially over the banker bullshit. Yeah. So it seems like Jesus and I like were pretty, you know, pretty equal. Maybe he did bounce on dildos. What would happen to Jesus? What would happen to Jesus in this existence? In 2025 or whatever the fuck year it is. But we call it 2025 right now. But the people like Roofie molested me a whole bunch, and they saw me coming and everything when I was a child. So, and then, how well do you think Jesus will do? Like, if he's been sexually abused into his adulthood, maybe he'll be bouncing on dildos too. But then that was edited out, to make him look nicer and da da da. The business is about appearance and da 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 da. So yeah, it's all them Zionists that add lies to that fucking book and shit. Like they're fucking roaming around the desert that takes 6 days to cross for 40 years. All right, that lie. That, oh, you sell your daughter for 50 shekels. They threw that in there. So the stuff about the linen and the wool and the cotton and silk, I think, and maybe a few other fabrics like leather, like that's all good, to wear. But then when you wear the synthetic stuff, and that's good advice. So there's like good advice in there, but it's mixed in with a bunch of manipulation and made up bullshit just to fucking manipulate people. All right, so I think when you guys are, and I don't take personal offense to it at all. I'm like, okay, I'm a Satan spirit, and I gotta deal with this bullshit. But I'm dealing with it because it's patterns of behavior. What the Zionists famously do? They make a Muslim group, all right, and they're like, we are terrorists, and they're like, you see these terrorists? Oh my God, that we made? Well, we're going to leave that out, okay? But like, you see these terrorists and everything? They're Muslims. Oh my God, you guys got to hate on all the Muslims of the world now. And that's what they're fucking. That's what they do with the Satan thing too. A bunch of little demons, a bunch of little shit demons do that. So, yeah. Anyway, you guys have a lovely night and peace the fuck out.